How we doing? Alright, I know it's been a little while since we made a video. We're going to actually do a build video, so I actually have time to explain some things. Makes it easier. Tenpines bluff, we've been waiting to do that anyways. We got Curie, so we're going to help build some stuff. I don't really remember the actual amount, but as you can see, it's a little farm. Well, everybody has a little farm because they're trying to grow stuff. Yeah. And then there's certain things I'm going to go run through real quick and just start scrapping everything. I'm going to speed it up so you guys don't have to sit there and watch all that, because it's a long video. I don't expect everybody to sit here for the 55-minute video, even after I sped up some parts. But I mean, if you jump to about 50 minutes, then you'll actually be able to see like the final result, if that's what you're just looking to see. I always think it's fun for some people to actually see how we ended up there. So, see? And like I said, yeah, if they have a farm, I usually try to keep it, because I mean that's how they survive. If they were going to trade with other communities, there you go. But yeah, our PS4 died, so we haven't been able to do much anything. We do have the one we had. It just doesn't read disc. So all the stuff I've recorded, we're going to try to make videos out of. See how many episodes we can get. I got the new one. It did come in. Good news is, like I said, I can still make some videos. I'm hoping I have enough recorded, though, before the disk drive went, that I could actually get to episode 30. Excuse me. Because in episode 30 is when we're actually going to go and get to Nuclear World. We're going to take Preston with us, because it's supposed to be better dialogue. And I haven't raised his affinity that much. Every now and then when I'm upgrading weapons, it'll be like, Preston like that. See, there you go, look. We're not going to do walls around this place, Not every settlement's going to be like that. Big fancy place. And let's put some... I also have learned, don't put the wires, the wire you have to run between stuff, don't put that till the end. Because it does take up space. It doesn't seem like much, but when you start connecting all these lights you put down or whatever you're doing together, it'll start taking up a lot. So we're going to put it and hope it's enough lighting for later. Whew. Like I said, it's going to be a long video. Bear with me. Like I said, if not, skip to 50. And then from there you should be able to see the final thing. And since we've done the whole... We've been waiting to do some builds because the vault seemed like a pretty good thing to get. I mean, you get something like this so you can watch, and you're kind of protected unless they shoot through that little window at you, which is helpful. And also, I mean, you get the reactors and stuff like that. See, you can see people coming from different ways, and on the side, I don't like it being past that green line, because in case people don't know. See how that green line cuts through it? Well, what happens is, when it spawns the enemies, the game can drop them anywhere from that green line back, which means it can also have enemies on that line. So when you show up to help, I mean, you don't have to show up to help. They're going to spawn either way, and they're going to have to fight them. But when you do show up to help, enemies can spawn right there. So if I've got it like that, somebody literally will put them right there. Almost as if they climbed through the dang window. Alright, so we're going to have to probably just go with that. It's not too much of a space. They might spawn on top of it, but they got to drop down. The other person will be like, get a couple shots off on them. Now, when we do our zombie walk playthrough, we might actually put walls in every freaking settlement. Just because that seems to make sense. Don't know yet. But we're going to try to build this place up a little bit. And I mean, of course, like most builds, it bases on your you have people, you got food, you got water, of course you got to have beds, but it's going to take those first three, the people, the water, and the food, and it adds those up. And that's actually how from what I've read, that's how the game decides your chance of being attacked. It's like the higher the number, the more likely someone's going to come after you, because you could be attracting ghouls because of a lot of stuff going on. Super mutants because they want to raid you. Raiders because they want what you got because you look like you got a good place going. Yeah, we sent some dogs over here. Sense because maybe you're actually building yourself up to a point where the institute wants to be like, hey, let's infiltrate this. Let's see what's making this community great. How are they leading it? What are they doing? You know, let's figure out from that because they are trying to learn about the world above. They're just doing it in a really creepy way. I'm going to kidnap you and I'm going to make a copy of you. Oh. So, I mean, now, yeah, we're going to give them some extra foods and stuff. Trying to. Mutant fruit's always good. But, now, what happens is, as the defense goes up, that percentage chance goes down. First off, your defense has to at least be equal to the other three numbers. When it gets equal to it, if it's below that, you're going to get attacked like almost all the time because basically everything's like, well, you're weak because we can just come in here and just take over. And you only have one carrot, but hey, you got to start somewhere. And then as your defense goes up and up and up above like whatever that threshold number is, as your defense keeps growing, you have a less likely chance to be attacked. I mean, you can still get attacked. I mean, I've had it done in my I've had it happen here once, but in my first playthrough I did, like, I've had it happen there too, where it's just like, Red Rocket Station's being attacked. We actually built Red Rocket on this one the same way I built it in the other one, just because I actually liked that a lot. And I would go there and I would be on my way there. I'm like, alright, well, I'm in the middle of running through a building. I can't just leave. This was a really good mod that I found. Resource Crate. It gives you 5 water, and it adds 5 defense. And it's just a crate you can put somewhere. So that way you don't have to put freaking turrets all over the place. You can put some, but you don't have to just rack up so much stuff. And you can make it fit in aesthetically too. And that's the one thing I'm worried about. I'm not just gonna throw crates everywhere to raise the defense. But like I was saying, see, I would get that message like, I'm in the middle of a building, I'm literally in the middle of a quest. I can't just leave. It's like, all right, as soon as I'm gonna hurry through. As soon as I get out, I'm gonna go help them. And then it'd be funny because it'd be like, well, never mind, you're done. I'm like, what? Because if you don't hurry up, it'll tell you if you failed it or not, and you gotta go there and you gotta fix a bunch of stuff. You know, usually that'd be one of the places where it'd be like, no, because of the walls. Same with the theater place. Let's see. See, we need some sort of this. After we put this video up, we are actually going to put up our next episode video, so that'll be good. That'll be a lot less time than this. Like I said, I was trying to, like I said, even with me speeding up stuff, I'm trying to fit everything in. Yeah, see, we got coffins. I find really weird random mods to download. See, like, why not have a bus? It's metal, so it's bulletproofish, and the bullets will bounce off of it. You have windows to look out, so it's like kind of like having a, what am I thinking of? It's like having an extra protection thing right there. And especially if you put it right there, the person who basically his job is to do that, that could be where they live. So they come out, they get right up on there, and then they go to work. They could also sit in their house and look. Because, I mean, the only thing bad about being up there is people could see you. You know, somebody's scoping out the terrain, they'd be like, oh, there's a guy up there. Take him out. I would think it'd be 2. One person there, one person actually chilling in the bus in a chair, kind of with binoculars. Because, I mean, if you see somebody on the open looking around, you're going to be like, okay, we got to watch what we're doing here, because if he sees us out here, he's going to alert everybody. You're not going to see the dude in the bus in the chair just checking it out every now and then. I don't know yet, but I've thought about building a robot for each settlement. kind of like one of those, I'm helping out, so here's extra help. Because, I mean, that's what we have watching Sanctuary. I built a robot. It's an Assaultron that I modified. Maybe put one of those up there so it's just, you don't know where it's scanning or looking, and most people be like, but I mean, to some people that are, even in this world, in this, the way their society loves robots, there's still some people that are just unnerved about it. I mean, that's how it is in our world, but in here they're just like, I don't really like those lifeless eyes. How may I serve you today? And I mean, it's just how it is. Some people just don't like it. That's kind of the other thing. I'm like, I don't know. There we go. Prefab. It's a house already built. Yes, I know technically I could sit there and put all the pieces down and make that house, but I do like the fact that you can just drop it down. Does make things extra. So see, this ground here needs to be leveled. It is horrible. So we need to fix it up for them. We need to figure out. We need to line it up that wall. So we can just kind of go from there. Let's speed this up real quick. There we go. 3 should be good. If it doesn't want to snap another one on, put it in the middle. There you go. You got space to walk in between it, so you can still get to that raggedy house. We'll probably put stuff there. Now you got a nice, solid base to put it on. See? Nice. See, there's an idea I want to do like I did in Far Harbor. It's a really cool build. I'm probably going to do that there also, even though it's a copy of my other one, because I didn't really make a lot of videos for that. But it's one I'm actually thinking would be really good for you guys to see, because it makes a lot of sense in that, especially in their area. There you go. All right. Steps. And there you go. They snap, sort of snap together. There we go. Ta-da! And there we go. We got a house. People can live here and all that. Except, see, the prefab isn't completely done. I assume they do that so you can do whatever you want all the way. So it's not completely finished so you can modify it. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to fix it up. Maybe. But, see, like I said, when we go to Nuka World, it's going to be fun because we're going to take Preston with us, get the extra dialogue, finish that up. When we come back, because see, we're going to do, when we start the next episode, we're going to start on helping the Minutemen. When we get done with that, we're supposed to start working on the Brotherhood. And then we have to do some railroad, because we're trying to keep everything peaceful all the way up to the end until we decide which faction we want to basically finish the game with. And then what happens is we're going to Minutemen, and then it's the Brotherhood, and then it's the railroad, and then you go back to, well, you do a little bit of each, and then you go back to the main story up to a certain point, and then you'll stop again, and you'll do the same thing. You'll go through the Minutemen, you go sort of through the Brotherhood some more, railroad, because I believe that second time around, you basically get up to like the cutoff points. You get to the quest where it's one of those, because if you do other ones, it'll actually tell you, hey, if you continue down this path, this faction will not be happy. Now, in our case, we do have a mod. I'm reinstalling all of them on the new PlayStation. It's going to take a little while. Not really, but where we had the taxi service because our husband was in the army. Now, part of that is it makes the Brotherhood automatically friendly with you. It's like, hey, you know, you can call for that because of that. So, technically, if we aggravate them, we can open that up and just be like, hey, remember my, this is my husband's code, you know, blah, 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 you know, and it'll automatically make them not hostile to us. Now, I believe somebody said if you do that, though, like, you can't really talk to Maxon. I don't think he'll say anything. some people have reported that if you do that and you talk to the wrong person, that it'll actually trigger it'll try to trigger a quest, and it'll be like, hey, you need to go do this because you're on our side, but you've already finished something. So it's like it either makes you want to do it and you have to aggravate somebody else, or it can make your game just go and crash. But I mean, I think it's only when you get on the Pridwin and you go to that certain area, like down to where they're steering it. I don't know. There is a way to make it peaceful without having to do all that, but I mean, that's what I'm working for. I just haven't decided yet. There we go. But I know, like I said, I know there's that one. I know there's one where you can do it with. There's a mod you can download for the Brotherhood. I mean, for the Railroad. It basically changes a part of a quest whenever you have to go do stuff. All it does is when it says you have to go to the railroad to basically get rid of them, it just goes. It literally just when it hits that point in the quest, it just triggers the next part and says okay. It skips it. But I believe you can't talk to the robot Pam either. So let's get some dog houses. Help protect them. We'll send some this way. Like I said, I have to look more into it whenever I get that far, but we haven't really decided. We still got a ways, because we're hoping we're going to get so far. Like I said, we're going to go to Nuka World. We're going to just cover the storyline of Nuka World. We're not going to worry about like running around and showing you the extra stuff, because I know everybody's done that. I just want to do the story of when you bring Preston. We might cover the crazy people with the spaceship stuff. I do know they have to. See, I know you give them money, and they run you through some kind of process that upgrades you in their rank, and it basically has a computer that fills you full of radiation. Don't know if I'm gonna do that. Try that on the survival or not. And then I know they'll be like, well, let's go do this, and you gotta find parts for their spaceship. I don't know. Don't know. See, I like putting stuff like that down because everyone's got places have to have resources. You got to keep your food somewhere. You got to do something. It's got to be somewhere. Cover it with a net means someone just can't walk up and take off with it. You got to take the net off, so people are going to notice it. So things are going to be happening. See, if you're hunting animals for food. That's why I kind of wish it reached a little bit further so I could put one of those little trap things. But I know there is a settlement. I haven't decided which one yet that we want to make into pretty much traps everywhere. So animals can come in. I want to put every trap down there. And have just maybe only a couple people live there. We're just being alright, well, let's do this. Their whole main thing is they're going to trap animals. And then every now and then, I'll go there, start shutting them off, start killing the animals, collecting the meat for them. Because then certain animal meat is what's used for other traps to get the better animals. The only thing I think is weird is the psychos and the raiders. The raiders, and the gunners. It'll be hey, there's Kims in here, there's Caps. I don't think that they would be dumb enough to literally walk in there and be would you look at that? I mean, it would seem, big metal box, it would seem like a trap. I'm not going to build those two. The other ones, yeah. The dog ones and stuff like that. Maybe not the cat. Just because of the fact of you can't send them anywhere. They're stuck there. So I don't want to buy a million cats running around. The dog one, at least I can be oh, okay, cool. I got a dog, send it over here. And if not, I mean, you get more meat. And then since they're all the settlements are linked, if you want to use it anywhere else, it's there. Because that's what I'm probably going to do. I'll probably just store it there so I can set the next traps. And then I know I've got food and meat all over the place, so if I start running low on food, I know I can go back to Sanctuary and cook. So I ain't worried about it. For some reason, it will not let me put this on top of this house. I have not figured that out yet. And like I said earlier, if you jump to the 50-minute mark, you'll be able to see the ending if you don't want to watch me go through and build it all. But it's okay. I promise. But yes, like I was saying though, we're going to go through that, do the nuclear world. Not really the story, because we're gonna. The main important was to be a raider and take over stuff. I mean, we're still gonna find I want to say Nora for some reason, but the nuka girl, and we'll probably go to the Bradburn thing, just because we can get the nuka launcher thing. It's like mini nuka. It's like a mini nuka grenade thing. I don't know. We'll probably do that. Still, we'll find all the stuff. I know you can go to the different amusement park areas and turn it on. See, I don't know. See, all that has to do with them, though. I'm not going to do that. So I'm wondering if I go into Preston, how that's going to work out. Because I've seen footage of people, I mean, I've seen videos where people will go and do all the Raider stuff first, so they can get the trophy, so you can take over there, so you can loot all the cool stuff, and that everybody's not hostile. And then when you go find Preston, he's like, I've heard about what you've done, but, you know, I'm hoping, you know, that's behind you, because you're here to help us. It's like, what? So basically, you know, you can kind of be like, oh, yeah, I'm done with that. Which I think is pretty neat, that he'll actually go along with it.
That's it. I've come up with a new recipe.
Don't you love it when you're making videos it goes off? So like I said, I've never done it, so I have no idea what to expect at all. So I mean, we'll see how that ends up. We'll see how it turns out. It's gonna be fun for everybody. And then like I said, when we get to episode 40, it's Far Harbor. That'll be fun. All the crazy, smoky stuff. And Dima, we're taking Nick with us because there's supposed to be extra dialogue there with him and Dima. So that'll be cool. Hopefully. Don't know. It's supposed to be. Same concept. I have no idea. We'll find out though. Most likely. Hopefully. I don't know. I know it's supposed to be extra stuff because it's supposed to be like his brother or something. But I know Dima's all like modified and stuff, so I don't know if it's just a one-time dialogue thing or if as you go through the story and you continue, it's like that. So we'll figure it out. Constantine's here. He wants to be in the video. Tell him, huh? You watching me build? Yeah, we're making all sorts of stuff, huh?
Mama.
Yeah, Mama went to the store. She went to go, hey. Don't do that. Don't mess with the green screen. People will be seeing our plain old weird looking color wall. It's like not brown and not like skin color. It's weird. They don't need to worry about that. They're here to watch this, silly. Not the interior of our house, you goober. But see, look, we're building stuff. We got that set up. Yeah. She went to the store to go get us some waffles. And she said she's going to get you a surprise. So see, you get to be in a video and you get a surprise. What the heck? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. You get to watch this build. It's getting dark. See, the dog is sitting on the little rug we got. Yeah. And look, we'll go up here. Let's go rest because some things are easy to build. Some things are annoying to build in the dark. Yeah? You want to come over on this side? Watch. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Checking it out. See what? There we go. It's daytime. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have a little rested experience, even if it is just 5%. It's still kind of dark, but it's alright. We should be getting light soon. We got that little stuff going on above us. Now, what I'm probably going to do is, because technically I could delete that and the physics in the game will just let it stay there. We're going to have to set that up better. We need a way up there. There we go. Scaffolding. So we need a way up there, and that way there's something connected to it that's kind of supporting it. Because it may just stay up there, but to me, no. I need something realistic up there. It makes more sense to me. There we go. Scaffolding. I mean, it's not the best idea, but... Oh. Yeah, that's too far up. And I don't think you can remove the wall. So that's the other issue we got, huh? Because... Can we... Yeah, see? How are they going to get over it? They're not going to jump. And they're not going to just walk up to the edge and be like... And just bounce up over and be up there. So, we got to figure out something else. How are people going to get up there? Oh, there you go, staircase. That would make perfect sense. Put stairs. Have stairs go up there. Yeah? Huh. You have the stairs go up there. Let's look. And then we have, let's see. So we'll see, we're going to have something else. There we go. Put that on there. Oh, there you go. They got like a half piece. Maybe. Oh, well, that thing's hanging off anyway, so we do need to put some more wood up there. Like I said, it may not look like it's realistic yet, but here in a bit we're going to put something underneath to support it. Yeah, I mean, there is a house under it, so, I mean, it could stick out a little ways, but, I mean, if we keep adding stuff to it, she'll be back in a second. She went to the store to go get some waffles. Okay, so see, here's the issue. We got that. We got that. What are we going to do now? You want to go check? You can go check. You can go check on Jack? You can go check on Jack.
Mama.
Yeah, she went to the store. It's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna speed this up because this took me forever to figure out. I mean it forever. I don't want the little ones. I want that one. So big. No. Scoot it back. Try it again. Scoot it back. Try it again. We finally got it. Yeah, I mean that only took a little bit for you guys. That took me a while because I kept scooting it. I kept having to figure it. That was ×4 speed. That was me, literally trying to figure this out. And like I said, if we're gonna constantly keep adding stuff up underneath this, it's not gonna be just be able to support it by the top of that house. Let's see. And I see the thing is, I was talking about the. See, I could come back and add a wall, like vault walls around it to make it protected. But that'll fit on there. Heck yeah, the little houses. This is when I was talking about the thing for Fall Harbor. This is kind of what I was thinking of doing there. Is because of the smog stuff, I want to build stuff. I built a whole town. It's a tower. It goes up. I built it with concrete. It's like 2 by 2, so it's like 4 squares. So it goes a staircase up, so you actually have like a shop. You have a place to fix stuff, and then a shop, and then it goes up to the top like this, and then it spreads out, and there's houses, and then there's another tower where I actually built. As you go up, it's storage. The first floor was some stuff. But you don't want to store everything down there because what if the fog rolls in and there's stuff. And then it was like a schoolroom with a little bit more storage so the kids can learn. And up top is a church. And of course you're going to have guards down at the bottom anyways and turrets. And it'd be a cool idea. This is not going to be like that completely. I just had the idea of like that. And then I was like, wait a minute. If we're already putting some up there, why not have people live up there? Because, I mean, like I said, to me it makes sense. You don't want to, you're trying to use what space you got, and if you had to build all this up there anyways to put that up there, because they don't want it on the ground near all the crops and stuff. So put it in like that. You put it in there, and then they built up there, and it's like, you know what? as the community grows, it's like, well, we need houses. Let's put some houses up here. There we go. We got some good ideas with that. We also need to make sure people don't fall off, because that would be helpful. Let me just speed this up real quick. Yeah, see, I didn't put a house at that corner, because I mean that's kind of where the little reactor thing is. And you'll see that, of course, there's the house below that someone lives in. I assume they'd be like the ones that are taking care of the garden, so that way they can get in and out and be there real quick. And then up here, I mean, somebody's got to be able to fix the reactor when something happens. Somebody's got to be able to, like I said, the people that work in the guard shack, they can live in the bus. Not everybody. I mean, see, no, because to me that felt like more like that's where you would store your weapons and stuff, and you'd have a guard on duty, 2 guards, just to be safe. 1 in the bus, 1 out, and then the next time they work, you flip it. So, or maybe, like I said, it would alternate, because everybody needs a job or something to help make sure this place stays safe. There you go. And then, so I guess they would stay up here, and that would make sense also, because I'm trying to find something to hold up the top. Because if they're up there, of course, they're going to take their gun with them. So something happens, they get, maybe they're not on guard duty, because you can't be on duty 24/7. Someone's got to have like different shifts. Let's say you're up there, you're sleeping, you're laying down, and all of a sudden it's like, you hear something, you can come out, you got that fence, you can, not only to stop you from falling, you can crouch down behind and be like, you can pop over, your houses aren't completely there. Look, there we go, metal support beams, that's what we need. That would be perfect to hold that up. See? Yes, that looks like. Okay, it won't stick there, they're posts. But it goes in the ground and then you go up. So hang on, let me work around this, because there's 2 different sizes. Let me speed it up a little bit. But see, that's my idea. They could peek out of their house and be like, okay, well, someone's trying to do stuff. So of course, like I said, they wouldn't keep their guns there because safer. But the extra, I mean, you keep stuff there that way in case you do get attacked. You got all your stuff there. The only way to get to that bus is to go around. So you got to get past the guy who's standing out there at night looking around, and the guy, like I said, who's hiding in the bus. Like, that works out perfect, because their main job is to look out at night, help the other guy spot stuff, but also to protect the ammunition. Because if a raider gets in there and gets the guns, you're pretty much screwed. And of course, somebody would have to make rounds. And now, see, from there, yeah, one of the posts went through. See, that would be neat. I would try to be figuring out. I would want the guy up on the post to make his rounds, because to me, if the guy on the bus comes out, if someone's watching, trying to pick you off or attack you, and let's say they actually see someone making rounds around the whole little settlement, I mean, if I was that bad guy, I'd be like, wait a minute, okay, he took off, because some people are smart enough to scope it out, and it's like, okay, we saw him start at the bus, he goes back around, and he stops at the bus, so he's somewhere near that guy. What's going on there? And of course, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you see them, I guess if they're watching you change shifts, they're going to see, someone's going to see someone going in and out of the bus either way. But I think it'd be better, let the person who's up there be like, all right, hey, it's been an hour. I'm going to make my rounds around the settlement. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, every hour, on the hour, you make a round around. You check anything. If you see anything suspicious, you either go back and be like, hey, this is what's going on, or you try to take care of it, And then when you get back, you go back to your post, you stand up there, and you pretty much tell them, hey, I'm back. This is what I saw. Nothing to report. Fine, whatever. If they did see something, hey, this is what happened. Okay, and then that person there could actually be like, all right, Nothing to report, nothing to report, nothing. Just put an N. Oh, there was something? Okay. And see, look, let's put a couple turrets over here. So if someone does try something, there you go. We leveled up! That's another plus. Not only are we getting her affinity up, we leveled up. But see, if that way, if someone was trying to attack, they could be like, the guard just left. Are they switching out? No, it's someone else. Because you wouldn't really, if they're watching from that side. Of course, if you're watching from that one specific angle, people were trying to scope out the whole thing, you would see someone changing shifts in the bus. Doesn't mean they're always, but they don't know what they're doing. They just know someone goes in there, they could be counting inventory. They could be doing whatever. Because that's what I figure. That's what it's not just extra guns. That's what they're going to keep, extra water, extra everything, because it's armored. So they're going to want to protect that. Let's put some water pumps. You don't want to get that water out so you can. And see, realistic to me, you wouldn't put three wells near each other. They would just draw off each other's thing. You put them in different places, so they draw off different things of water. Seems to make sense. But see, yeah, you see that person take off. Heck, someone's probably more likely to attack, and they see like, oh, he's about to go make his round. What? Yeah, he goes about every hour. So that's when we'll attack. We'll go up there and start attacking. That's when the guy in the bus is pretty much doing. He doesn't see anything. He writes down. Nothing. The other guy doesn't see anything. He's like, I didn't see nothing. Okay, cool. We don't have to worry about it. Oh, hey, there's something moving out there. Or hey, I see settlers. I see raiders. I see gunners. There's super mutants out there. Because then from there it'll be another thing. If they see an animal, they could try to take it down, and one of them could go get it. Food. They see super mutants. Are they supposed to attack them? Are they supposed to just let them pass? Because super mutants might see them and go back and tell the rest of the super mutants, there's humans there, let's go get them. So, I mean, it could be people that they pretty much have to tell, hey, you see one or two, take them out. In the morning, we'll go, when we go to change shifts, we'll go take care of it. The new people take over the spot. You go get you go tell people, hey, there were two super mutants last night. Their bodies are over there. Let's go get them. We need to get rid of them because if they do have more, and they go looking for them, we don't want them to know where they're at. We need to dispose. We need to move them further away from us. That way, if said things happen, they don't find the body and go to look around and see our settlement off in the distance and be like, what's going on? But also, we need to see what they have. Usually they have either clubs, sometimes so they carry guns. Like I said, they can pick them off. And of course, you hear gunfire at night, people are going to wake up and be like, what's going on? There's super mutants out there. It might be better to move them at night. So then again, people might wake up there and be like, hey, let's go move that now. Let's get it over with. I mean, they may have a place where they go dump all the bodies off of. Ghouls could eat them or something. I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Probably tired. See, that's the weird ideas. I think of things. I wish you could kind of set up stuff like that. Like how we have the hub, our trading hub. Just because. I mean, it's not really that, but that's where I send people, and then I assign them as a caravaner to go somewhere else. Because that's how I wanted it. Like I said, if you could set a job, that would be cool as crap.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was building. Oh well.
Oh, no, wait.
Trying to make every house a little different. One had the little suitcases for storage, one had shelves. This one's got like a dresser in front of the bed, so the bed's kind of private-ish. There we go. Let's see. The sides of the house have like openings, so each house looks out a different way. So if something were to hear like gunfire or somebody was saying something, they could all look out differently. and actually see different things. That way they can kind of keep a watch of it. Yeah, see? I put those there. The other house had the shelf and the little cooler thing for food. This one's got a desk. They can actually see like the front of the place.
Has something in the mouth.
Excuse me. Maybe. There we go. Like I said, yeah, trying to make every house a little different. See? This one will have these shelves. So it looks almost like they actually just had to go with whatever they could find. Not, oh, we all of a sudden magically all have the same thing. Almost fell. Is it funny? It's funny, I almost busted my butt and probably cracked my head open.
I can't wait to laugh at you.
You goofball. Let's see if I can put shelves out here. So they can maybe have tools to fix the little reactor thing or maybe whatever else they need. Oh, wow, you can't even put stuff there. It automatically just phases through it. Like I said, I may come back later and put like a walls up around it just so like someone couldn't shoot at it. But it depends on how I have the wires. Bathtub. Yeah. And see, we still got a few things we got to put down there. We're not gonna, I don't set a store up in every single settlement because I know they need to trade. So yeah, I do try to set up something. But I don't make it where every settlement has like every store where they have the trader, the clinic, everybody's gonna want a doctor. Everyone's gonna want a trader to trade, but you don't have to set up 5, 6 different little things. Like we did in Sanctuary, how we had a little building that's got all 4 of them. The little that has the guy who sells food, the one that sells the general stuff, the guns and all that. There we go. I have like a second guard over there, which makes sense because, like I said, there's 3 houses up there. There's 3 guard. Well, there's 4 guard spots. They can kind of rotate them. And of course, like I said, they have the house over there. Those are the ones that actually worry about the food. They live in that little house. And then here, see, they can have more people. They also have people who could stay here, cook and all that stuff. I'm trying to remember how many beds I had. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So see. Oh yeah, and those 2 little buildings up there were also small little ones too. So you got 8 beds. It's what, 4, and then they kind of rotate what they're checking on. So let's see. You gotta have some. You're gonna have wear and tear of your weapons and armor, so we're not gonna have the best weapon workbench, but there you go. And one for the armor, so that way the leather they get or whatever they use, they can make better stuff. Let's see what else. Yeah, see, this what we put down earlier was not the right thing. I need to go find it and delete it. Yeah, there you go. See, I put there. Now you can get a couple of Brahmin, and then see resource crate. That's the one I was telling you can download. Just takes wood and steel, and then it's like what, 4 wood, 4 steel, and it gives you 5 defense, 5 water. And see, like, oh, underneath stairs, okay, store some stuff there. That just gave us 5 and 5. So especially if you have a small place that couldn't have a bunch of water purifiers or stuff like that, there you go. Because I mean, saying this fits right in here with this, Because like I said, you can't make 3 or 4 wells everywhere. That ain't gonna work that way. And see, with these crates, you can put them anywhere. Because this could be somebody's stuff. It's like, oh, you have supplies? Where would you keep it? You would put it in a crate. I noticed, okay, they didn't make it where they could stack like other things, but every time we put that down, though, like I said, it's 5. So it's actually very useful. Like I said, there are some builds I'll probably copy that I did in the other one just because they were actually pretty neat. It was a pretty cool idea.
Oh.
Let's see. I don't have. See, there's a way you can get the spotlights that hang on the wall. Something in the mechanist thing, you can find them somewhere. It's the schematics for them. I haven't found that yet. Same with the eye. You can actually get an iBot that will get up and you can tell it to go find a resource. Like if you need a lot of nuclear material to make the reactors, you can get those. And I don't have that in this playthrough. In my other one, I did, because that's what I kept doing. I was like, hey, go find nuclear material because I need to make more reactors. I didn't have the mods going on that one. But to be safe, for the ones that haven't seen it, we do have there's like Dr. Mobius cellar mod where you can go down and he worked for the Institute, so he would actually teleport things in just to make sure the teleporter worked. So you got technically like an almost infinite resource of items, but our rule was we can take anything out of there, but it has to immediately go in. It's a cellar right by the workbench in Sanctuary. So our rule is if we take any resources like wood, steel, any of that, we can't take caps out of there. Not allowed, because that way we're not cheating for money. We have to make money ourselves, and anything we take out, we have to immediately put it into the workbench. So as soon as we come out of the cellar, we have to turn, open the workbench, and drop it all. Doesn't matter if it's dejunked or if it's anything else. Like the only thing I've taken so far is the building supplies. We don't take the meat to cook. We have to find our own. The money, we gotta make our own. That way we're not completely breaking the game with that. Like, with that mod you can get everything, but we're not gonna do that because that'd be cheap. And see, this says it produces happiness. That's always a plus. Trying to figure out what else we need to do here to finish this. We got a little bit more room to build it. Usually by the time I get done building, I'm pretty much already at the limit. And it's like, I want to add one more thing. I want to add one more thing. And it's like, no, don't. And I can't because I've already hit the limit. So we're actually going to finish putting these lights up. I did the ones earlier, but like I said, don't hook up the wires because they take up, they may take up only like a paper thin amount, but if you start hooking wires up to everything, because you got to hook them up to the conduit up there, and then you got to hook it up to all the lamp, it'll add up real fast. Also, it says the more complex the item is, the more space it takes up. So a wooden wall is one thing, but you build that water pump, it's going to take up more. And see, this way at night, kick it on and they can actually see everything. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that'll light up the place for other people, but this way, at least if they get attacked, it won't be a complete what's going on thing. There we go. Yeah, see, look, the bar turned yellow like it's almost getting ready to max itself out. Make sure we got enough lights everywhere. And we can go start hooking them up here in a second, and then we'll see how it all looks out. Maybe. I'm getting there. I'm just double checking. There we go. So let's run through. We're going to speed this up really fast. Save us a little bit of time. Hook all that up. See, there's a mod on that was supposed to change the lighting, and I had to go delete it because if you notice in the lighting is, it was supposed to make the nights darker and the days, more realistic and a little bit brighter here and there, the lighting better. All it does is turn the entire sky white, because the brightness is so high that I can't see anything. It's usually not how it works outside. So let's hook all this up, hook up all the water pumps, all the turret, and the spotlights. So that way there's actually lights out there looking. And if there was enemies at you, at least they can see them when they shoot them. And then we'll actually walk you guys through it. And like I said, if you wanted to skip to the point of 50 minutes, there you go. That's kind of where you're at now. Because I know some people probably don't want to watch the whole thing. They just want to be like, let's skip to that. See, we pretty much got everything. Because we got rid of that because we put the stove down. So see, we're pretty much good with everything. I'm just double checking stuff real quick. We're actually about at the mark where we're gonna phase back to the front and actually walk through everything. I was just double checking to make sure everything's hooked up. I was trying to fix the lighting problem, but it is still like stupid bright for some reason. It is retarded. You can't even tell my Pit Boy light was on. All right, eat and drink, food. There we go. See, there's a beginning of it. You got to walk up. There's a trail that leads up like a road. So most caravans and people follow that. And when you send them here or whatever, that's where they're coming. See, and they got windows, so they can see an enemy. It's got glass, so of course they can't be shot at that easily. A couple houses, and they can open it up and shoot through them, which is good. That's the original house. It's there. You can't scrap it. You can get rid of the stuff in it except for the beds. See, there's one of the water pumps. Put a little place over there for someone to scrap stuff later. A little place for a Brahmin to eat. And see, you got the turrets in there. A little bus for them to store the supplies in. See, it's got the busted up windows. And look, see, we put about 8 more crates in there because it seemed like if they were storing supplies, there should be crates in there to make it look realistic. And each one adds 5 shields, 5 defense, and 5 water, so it helps out. There's all the houses we put up there. I think I must have forgot something. Oh, yep. There we go. Kind of helps if we put light in the house. We totally skipped over that. So yeah, I know we're walking through and looking at it, but give me a sec to... There we go. Light up that house so you can see it better. So they got a table, they got desks, they can look out over there so they can see what's going on. That's why some openings I do like, because that way, like I said, gunfire, shots, whatever, the NPCs will actually shoot through that. They won't run down the stairs and run up to the enemy and start shooting at them. Like if it's a super mutant and get beat up or anything, and see, peek out. They'll actually, if they're up there, they'll actually shoot through the hole that's there and try to keep themselves safe. They're somewhat intelligent. They're not completely stupid. Sometimes they are. See, we got another water one there. We separated the water things because the wells all in the same area don't really work well together. Put a fence around the garden. See, I put a crate beside those two also, because if you got a gun and you're trying to repair it, you're gonna need parts, and at some point you're gonna find guns that are just really bad, so you have to pretty much scrap them. So the parts that are good, you would put in the box. The screws, maybe you can keep the handle of a pistol, but the barrel's just dented all up. Then you would bring it to the other person who's the actual, whoever we decide to assign to scrap things. Because every day they'll produce one item. They can produce a piece of metal, copper, so it makes sense. Hey, we salvaged what we could. You do what you need. You do what you can do here. Melt it down, get plastic off of it, stuff like that. They turn it into the raw materials. See, up here you can still see out everything, check everything out. Got the little areas. Each little house has its own little... They all have a bed. They have their own little storage things and stuff to sit in. You can look over each side and check on the whole place. Again, without having to go all the way down there. And since there's only one staircase up here, if raiders start coming in there trying to shoot the place down, you can stand up there while they're coming, shoot back. And it's metal, so it doesn't get broken that easy on the support beam, so you don't have people knocking the whole thing down really easily, which would really suck. See? Like I said, it was like 55 minutes long, but I wanted to fit in everything I sped it up a lot of stuff to scrap, but everything that we built all the way up to the walkthrough. That way you can kind of see how I got there. That's also why I made sure every now and then I told y'all when you could jump to, because some people like watching it. I'm pretty sure some people want to just get to the end and be like, hey, that's what I said. Either way you watched it, give us a thumbs up. Bye.